In today's breaking story, reporters are panicking after Donald Trump's Homeland Security just dropped a brutal bomb. That's right, this is highly concerning for Americans everywhere. How's it going, everybody? Hunter Avalone here with Occupy Democrats. Welcome back to another video. Now, Donald Trump is a disaster. His brain is turning to mush. Even when he's asked basic questions, he devolves into gibberish.
Pete doesn't want any part of that question. Yes, please.
Mr. President, who do you blame for losing India to China? In your post earlier today in the morning, you did put that out.
I don't think we have. I've been very disappointed that India would be buying so much oil, as you know, from Russia. And I let them know that. We put a very big tariff on India, 50% tariff, very high tariff. I get along very well with Modi, as you know. He's great. He was here a couple of months ago. In fact, we went to the Rose Garden, and the grass was so soaking wet. It was such a terrible place to have a news conference. I said, well, let's use a beautiful white stone emblematic of the White House, okay? And it's been very well received. But we had a news conference on the grass. That was my last news conference I had on the grass because everybody sunk in. You probably sunk in. Every reporter out there, they ruined their shoes. We made that change. It's been a really well-received change. Yeah, please, go ahead.
But among this nonsense, Trump has made a positive claim about the economy, that it will be good by 2027.
5 months, all these slew of events next year, World Cup, G20, all America 250. Given this, what's your economic outlook for the year 2026? How much growth do you think is reasonable for us to expect economically next year?
Well, I heard, and we were on a very downward path with Biden, and I heard that the most we could do is 1% GDP, and now I'm hearing 3.2% and 3.5% and all. And our big year won't be really next year. I think it'll be the year after, because when these plants start opening up, it takes a period of time to build them. We're going to have tremendous job growth. It's unprecedented. We have unprecedented in history. There's never been anything like it, because we're going to have more than $17 trillion invested. There's never been anything like that. If we did $1 trillion in 1 year, and this is 6 months, 7 months, because we really focused on it over the last 6 months.
And now reporters are left panicking, all as Donald Trump's Homeland Security dropped a brutal bomb. Take a look at today's top story. CBS News is facing a firestorm, and reporters across the industry are warning this moment could reshape how the press operates moving forward. The controversy started when CBS edited portions of Homeland Security Chief Kristi Noem's Face the Nation interview. The network initially defended the move, saying the edit was for time and that the full interview was available online. But critics argue the real reason was because Noem made defamatory remarks about a migrant man claims the government has never brought charges for and could have exposed CBS to serious legal liability. Under normal circumstances, this would have been an internal editorial call, but the Trump administration, through the Department of Homeland Security, publicly accused CBS of cutting more than 23% of Noem's comments and demanded transparency. Within days, CBS announced a sweeping policy change. Face the Nation will now only air live, unedited interviews with minimal exceptions. Reporters say the shift is less about transparency and more about submission. They see the administration's pressure campaign as a dangerous precedent, a moment where government officials can strong-arm networks into compliance. What happens when the White House doesn't just criticize coverage, but effectively dictates how it must be aired? This comes after Paramount, CBS's parent company, paid President Trump $16 million to settle his complaints about a Kamala Harris interview. That deal went through at the same time the administration was weighing whether to approve Paramount's $8 billion sale to Skydance. Another example, critics say, shows the government leveraging its power over media corporations. Now journalists are openly panicking. Media watchdogs warn that if outlets cave to political intimidation, the free press itself is at risk. Editorial independence could shrink, investigative reporting could be chilled, and networks may hesitate before airing anything that might anger Homeland Security or the president. At stake isn't just one interview, it's whether the press can remain free from government pressure, or whether Trump's administration is ushering in a new era of media compliance. Thanks so much for watching. Please click that like button and subscribe to Occupy Democrats so that you can stay informed and help us stop Donald Trump.